Saga is an MMORTS, which means that if you've played World of Warcraft, it's World of Warcraft from 1,000 feet up, but with armies. So every single battle isn't fresh from the start. Everything carries over. You have a city that you build up. You have your army that you build up, and as you quest, you gain levels, so your city goes up in level, your troops go up in level depending on how many guys they kill. You find weapons, you find armor. It's all persistent. So you don't lose your progress every single battle. In most RTS games, if you find one that's really good and you enjoy it, you call your friend and you say, I've got this awesome RTS game. Why don't you go pick it up and oh, you know what, just play it, let me know how it was. Maybe we'll PvP later. In our game, we have over 1,000 quests. So you pick up the game, you go home, you call your friend, you say, there's this big heroic quest with this boss. He's kicking my ass, I can't beat him. Why don't you log in? You bring the heavy tanking units, I'll bring the healing units, we'll put some DPS behind that, and we'll take him out, and the bosses drop better stuff. Anything that you can do in MMO, we're trying to do here. So what does an MMO need? You need persistence. You need a market where you can buy and sell stuff. We've got that. You need city building. Not every game has it, but you know, it's something that we really enjoy. Pretty much we got together and we said, okay, what do you want in an RTS game? We made a list that was, you know, to the floor from the ceiling. And we said, well, how much money are we going to need for this? Well, too much, but let's just mortgage our houses and do it anyway. I joined a few months ago as the marketing director. It was designed by guys from the movie industry. They used to produce movies, and they played on their off time RTS games. You know how you get together with some guys at the office and after hours to play RTS games? And they said, you know what? We've been doing movies for 5 years now. Let's do video games instead. And the other guys were like, yeah. How hard could that be? Well, we're figuring out it's actually not that easy. 2.5 years later, and some unhappy investors, we have Saga, and we're still expanding. We have right now 5 factions. The Undead faction is next. We're always putting out expansions, always putting in new quests. The expansions are always free. We don't have any monthly fees. You don't have to buy anything. You can go to our website, playsaga.com, sign up for a free account. You can quest, you can group with friends, you can build a city, you can do everything except trade and PvP. Because we don't want people to make 3,000 accounts and then every time they lose a PvP game they just play another account, or get all the free troops that we give you at the start so that you can have a good experience and just group them all into one account and sell it all for gold and ruin our economy. So except for those 2 things, everything else is open, and you can play for free. If you want, it's a collectible game. You can pick up booster packs. The standard price is $2.95. If you don't get what you like, you go to the market and you say, hey, I've got this red dragon. If you get a red dragon, I want this and this and this for it, and people will trade you what you need for your faction. Right here, I was in the middle of opening a booster pack. So I have, you know, this is a heavy infantry, and this is a human archer, a pikeman, a dwarven munition expert, an elven longbowman. So as I open them up, I see what troops I got, what spells I got. If you buy it at a hobby store, you can type in the code. If you buy it online, it just opens up right away. And then you go online into your nation, and the troops animate, and you can group into units, you can go quest, and you can equip it with items you find, and they come to life. So that's the basic idea, and we think really that's the way that RTS should be going. We're trying to show the big companies that, hey, you can put out more than just an RTS game. Yes, we know it takes servers, and it takes a bigger staff, and it takes a lot more money to make, but if you're doing it with RPG games, us RTS players want something too. So, you know, give us some MMORTSs. So we're trying to show these guys how it's done. And EA actually just announced a collectible RTS as well. So we're not going to say that they got their idea anywhere, but we're glad that they're doing it, and we hope other people follow suit. And you know, we'll always be the first ones to do it. So we hope people get some ideas and give us some feedback on what they want to see, because since launching we actually found out we're not the smartest guys ever, and we don't have all the ideas, and we're always implementing player suggestions.